This particular year, I'm proud, very proud of this year's keeper. They are the first and second generation of junior shaggers. They're representative of the first and second generation junior shaggers. We've got one keeper who danced in the very first junior shag contest at Men's Juleps in 1981. And we've got another keeper that was instrumental in getting Junior SOS with the Association of Carolina Shag Clubs and SOS, getting Junior SOS moved to North Myrtle Beach. And we've got another keeper whose mother is a Hall of Famer, and she was kind of the Dutch girl for many, many years, and she was one of the great mixed doubles dancers and was in People magazine back in the 80s. So this is a good group of keepers this year, and they, again, represent the first and second generation of junior shaggers all the way back into the early 80s, and that makes me particularly proud. So without further ado, let's call, I'm not going to tell you a whole lot about these people, I'm going to let them tell you. But let's call up the first keeper. This young man was born in Greenville, North Carolina back in 1976, so that tells you he had to be a first generation junior because that's a long time ago. He was the one that was instrumental in working with the Association of Carolina Shag Clubs and bringing Junior SOS to North Myrtle Beach. Mr. Louis Wade Adler. Louis, congratulations. Louis Wade.
Thank you, Bob. I decided I'd keep this short. I called a couple keepers and I said, how long should my speech be? And I heard 10, 15 minutes. I'm sorry, what am I cutting? Okay. Good evening. It is an honor to be here this evening. It's such an esteemed group. I'd like to thank the Hall of Fame. I'd like to thank the Keepers Committee. I've looked up to this group for so many years, and I appreciate all you do to perpetuate this dance. Shag dancing was a family tradition for my family. Starting when I was 10 years old, my mom used to drag me to beach music festivals, and I was, of course, the youngest one there. Didn't know how to dance, but she felt like it was something she wanted to expose me to. My first experience with real shagging was from my aunt and uncle, Gail and David Wyatt. Gail's daughter, Nikki, was the first of us cousins to start dancing. Because there was always friendly competition with us cousins, we all felt like we had to keep up with Nikki. I'm going to say, I think fellow keeper and cousin Michael Norris has kind of eclipsed me, but, you know, he's not here, so shh, don't tell him. While my mom tried to teach me the basics, my first organized lesson was from Hall of Famer Stu Hallow. I really thought I was picking it up. I really did. I thought I was doing good. I paid for lessons and I'd go and she'd start, focusing on me. And I thought that was a good thing. I really did. Until I realized she was putting me up the side to make me just sit there and snap my finger. Paying for lessons, and I'm just in the corner, snapping my finger. I thought it was a good thing. Unfortunately for me, Michael was the only one in our family who got the rhythm gene naturally. Again, God loves Sue. I wish she could be here this evening. As I became interested in competing, I met Susie Beaver and started taking lessons with her in her High Point studio. From the first minute I got involved with the juniors, I would say, I've seen many juniors here this evening that have become lifelong friends. For me, like so many of you in this room, the dance was important, but what was really important was the friendship that allowed us to make, the bonds we made. I've got juniors that I grew up with that are still best friends to this day. While Sue and Susie were instrumental in teaching me to dance, many of you in this room provided me tips, help, and suggestions. If I was lucky, maybe some of it stuck. Y'all may disagree. But as I think back over the time I've been dancing, the one thing that sticks out was in the early 90s. While very active with the Junior Shag Association, dancing weekly at Smiley's in Charlotte, there was a good group of us juniors and a bunch of involved parents who started talking about the desire to grow what was Junior SOS at the time, held at Smiley's in Charlotte. I was the president of the Junior Shag Association at the time, so at the early age of 17, I left Greensboro, North Carolina, drove down to Atlanta, Georgia, and the Association of Vickie Shag Clubs was gracious enough to let me come to their board meeting. And I spoke about the need for seed money to really get Junior SOS up and going, to really move it to OD where it belongs. They graciously gave the Junior Shag Association at that time $2,000. There was one string attached. That was Mary Robinette. Mary Robinette was in charge of making sure their money was well spent. Not only did she become a partner in those early years of Junior SOS, but she became a dear friend. And looking back, I think we would agree their money was well spent, as Junior SOS has grown into something none of us could ever have imagined. It's hard to believe I've been chatting for almost 28 years. It only seems like yesterday when I started dancing. When I look back, I don't think about the contest. I think about the fun. I think about the friendships. I think about the friendships the dance allowed me to make. I'm truly honored to be here this evening and be joining such a wonderful group of people. Thank you.
Wade Adler, folks. Wade, you can dance with me. Wade will be dancing with Vickie Carter. High school. Thank you, Wade. By the way, I think everybody probably knows, but Wade's partner tonight, Vickie Carter, is also the innkeeper of the dance. Wade, congratulations again.